Now, imagine this. You've been given $1,000 to spend on essentials for the week. So, you hit the grocery store and suddenly you're down to $600. What do? You eat out, you buy coffee, and before you know it, you're flat broke. And that gets you thinking, do I have a problem? Look, I don't have a spending problem. I have a tracking problem. And if you think I'm redirecting my problems, then congratulations. You're probably right. But instead of fixing my habits, I decided to write Python. So here's the main menu. It's a simple while true loop waiting for bad decisions to be run down. It has 4 main options. Add expenses, view them, see how bad the damage is, and finally quit before reality hits. Let's try the first option, adding an expense. First, it'll prompt you to input the category for the expense. These categories are strings, and you can't just leave them empty. You also can't escape unless you explicitly type cancel. For the first expense, I'll just say I spent my money on food. Now, it prompts me to put in an amount. This part uses a try except block. If you try cheating the system with empty values or negative numbers, it'll just stop you immediately. Now, for this example, let's say I spent $100. At this point, the program takes all of that information, then adds it to a list in local memory called expenses. Everything lives there for the rest of the program's runtime. And that's what the rest of the features operate on. I'll explain the list thing in a little bit more detail later. Now, we can go back to the main menu by typing cancel. From here, we will pick out the second option to view all expenses. This here will show me every single expense that I've entered in a clean and readable way. To be honest, seeing it all at once is pretty humbling and also borderline offensive. But that's besides the point, right? Now, for the real reason this program even exists. Going back to the whole list thing earlier, every expense you enter is stored as a dictionary. Think of it like a labeled box. Category, amount, and date. Then, all those little boxes get shoved into a list called expenses, as shown here. This is simple, fast, and I'd say pretty perfect for a small program like this. When I run this summary, the program loops through that list once, adds up the total spending, groups amounts by categories using another dictionary, and finally singles out the one worst decision you've made. And because numbers don't hurt enough, of course, here's a pie chart. Each slice represents a category. Bigger slice, bigger regret. And that slice there, that's where your money went instead of your savings.
And apparently I spent $7,525 on manga?
And when you finally had enough, you run away. Hey, I'm back. It's 3 a.m. in the morning now. Oh god, I'm so tired. Apparently I'm not done yet. So, look, I know this whole program seems pretty simple to you, right? But there's an actual system behind it. And, I mean, I'm sure you already knew that, right? I just need to put more of my face in the video or else I'm not gonna get a good grade. That's really the whole reason behind this. So, like any other good program, hold on, let me just get this smart man moment. I feel real smart right now. Right, so like any other good program, of course, this system has to start with an input. This box represents an input. I'm not sure if you can see that. Can you see that? You can see that. You're good to go. All right, you can see that very good. Okay, so other than input, I'm just gonna write input here. Input. Right, and then inside of input there's of course the keyboard, right? And then the menu, whatever menu options, and then the category and amount, right? That's, I know my writing is incredible. I know it's right. So what happens in input, right? The user selects a menu option and then puts in the category, then amount, right? And then that moves us into the next box, which is a bigger one called processes. That's processes. Don't ask. In this big processes box, there is add expense. What else is there? View expense, summarize expense, and then a list called expenses. Basically, right, Python handles everything inside of this box. So add expenses, view expenses, summarize expenses, and the dictionary and stuff. The list. And as I've explained before, the expenses, each expense you input from input itself goes into a dictionary, right? And then these dictionaries goes into the list, right? And then these dictionaries goes into a list called expenses. How many times have I said expenses in this video? Expenses. Now, when I ask for a summary, right, Python loops through this entire list once and fetches me this: the total spending, total by category, and highest expense, right? And now we move on to the final thing, which is output. Let's draw another big box here. It's more like a rectangle. Yeah. And in the output itself, right, the expenses, all that data gets put out, some through the terminal, the others go through a data, what's it called? A data frame, a pandas data frame to be exact, and makes the sort of tabs that you saw in that demo earlier, right? It also makes a pie chart, as you've seen in the very last part of that demonstration, using a matplotlib. And that is the whole system. From start to finish, that's the whole system. That's the journey, I suppose, that the program goes through to get you this. A visualized version of your fucking mistakes. Your mistakes. I swear. And look, if next time you're still wondering where the hell your money went, right? Just track it. It's not that difficult, man. Like, I made this in like 2 days. Not even. And it's not even. There's already like a bunch of applications out there you can use, right? It's not like you have to make your own program to make it like, But yeah, just track it, man. I don't know. I'm tired. I'm ready to go to sleep. Good night.